Testing this whole thing out, so everybody bear with us here. For two incredibly great shots I just threw. Hashtag IQ2 are solid. Usually pretty dry here, so probably gonna have to go like hectic or something. I might pull out the all-out show off here in a minute, but we'll see. Might pull out the Sonic and get like really stupid deep. But you know, when the IQ
yeah, there was somebody that put one on there. Yeah. I don't know where it went.
We did win that game though. Lost no points, but that usually happens against Yuri. Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the issues in the video here. We're on the center Wi-Fi and it's not spectacular. And I'm probably not better than the TOC, just putting that out there. In the Zone Pro Shop for all your bowling pro shop needs.
I mean, I can eat the whole box, but I don't need to.
My battery on here. Alright, I love it.
Very nice, very nice.
Lots a day for a while. I did. Where's the wrapper in that thing? Where's the wrapper? We're gonna have to let you go with it.
That was a little too strong.
Do you need another drink? Okay, here. You take that. Oh, good.
Okay. I could always try throwing a better shot, though. That might help. Pay no attention to the ebonite picture. Got some pretty good bowlers in this league, mostly local guys. Like, good local guys. Nick Vaughn, he throws it pretty good. Usually strikes like that. Cheryl Kessler coaches the Baker bowling team, collegiate team. Perhaps most importantly, selling Girl Scout cookies here tonight, so that happened. Very important. It's also getting me another drink. That too is very important. Probably going to take the Sonic back out and give it another shot. That wasn't the best shot that I threw that last one. So might give it another try, but when I get this deep, that thing it rolls so heavy that just not the kind of volume that it needs here, but who knows? Get another shot and see. Thank you, Rosdahl was looking pretty good for the first half of the game, and then now that I'm this deep, this one handles angle a lot better. This handles angle a lot better than the other ones that I've had, but that helps. But I'm just a little bit too deep for it now. So, alright.
I guess it's not really a photo bomb, so is that a video bomb then?
I'm pretty sure I ate an entire box last year. And I ate all six.
Only two left.
It was like the respiratory flu, so like I wasn't getting sick. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe and I was gonna die, so I was eating a bunch of
I'm gonna miss this chair one of these times when I go to sit.
Everybody will know about it because we're live.
That's alright.
Jesse Bauer, he's a pretty good local guy here. He bowls a lot of tournaments, a lot of PBA regionals. Thanks, FF Bowler 300. He strikes a lot too. Thank you, Jim the Carno. I do hear that the TOC is going on, so. We just started game 2. Game 1 wasn't super spectacular, but I struggle a little bit sometimes here because it's so dry that I have ankle issues. I got to get left to get the ball down the lane, but you get to a certain point where there's a cliff and you've got to then all of a sudden you're in the middle of a soup on a house shot, and so it can become a little challenging to get the ball back up the hill when you get that deep. No, this is a fresh shot. This is a fresh shot, so that's exactly what I'm saying. It's usually a little dry here, so angles can get a little tricky sometimes.
Were you able to on the line? He did say something about it. Yeah.
Sweet.
You asked for it, buddy.
I haven't scheduled it yet for everybody here. I think that we are going to, as long as I'm going to test out all the equipment and stuff, but we should be having a beer frame live Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central, as long as the equipment works out. I haven't scheduled it yet because apparently last time I was playing with it, I didn't tell it to schedule it, but it scheduled it. And several of you were apparently watching and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I never showed up. So we're going to try to avoid that happening this time. As long as the equipment happens, or as long as the equipment works, we're having it. Zoom into? I can zoom. All right.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay. Fine.
I was actually going to take it.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. The codecs and the icon are coming out March 9th. I'll have I wrote the preview videos today. I'll have those up sometime tomorrow. Moment J, go to preview. There's this Russ Wilson guy here too that's pretty spectacular. He does a lot of that. Former Wichita State bowler. His wife has a video on YouTube that has like 600,000 views. Pretty entertaining.
Alright, Jimmy, go bowl.
That shot worked out. This is the guy that. Oh man! Wow. He did go to Nebraska though, so things are bound to happen. Yeah, actually, we kind of are bowling on the burn. It's just not. Yeah, the video quality is going to be awful. We're on the center's Wi-Fi, so it's going to be kind of rough. We're moving around a little bit too. That's probably not going to help anything, but. wander back over here. I wanted to kind of walk that way, but yeah, that guy there has an 897 or an 898, I believe. This guy here throws one of the best balls I've ever seen in my life. So we're gonna watch this because it's entertaining. This kid throws it so stupid good. He's only like 21. Throws pins all over the place. Alright, we're not going to look at the ball. I promise we're not going to look at the ball. Let's see here. No, terrible shot. Terrible shot. Probably shouldn't do that. Not a good look. Not a good look. Either is wearing an F9 shirt, but no, this isn't the house that I use for my videos. Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas. Home of the Jayhawks. I film at Western Lanes in Topeka, Kansas. But they do have the same masking units, I believe. So, now that I look at it. Try the Sonic thing one more time. I think it's a little too dry for the Sonic, but we're gonna stick with it for a minute. Fair ball of choice is the matchup hybrid. I'm actually here, Sean. And we're still planning on beer frame live on Saturday. Get the equipment. I do promise the quality will be much better. No, Ernesto, probably not. It's probably not your internet. Highly doubtful. The quality will be much better Saturday night. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I figured it was. League average right now is 220. You wouldn't know it by how I'm bowling right now, but it's 220. I'm definitely not throwing the right ball though. Sonic's way too much ball for what I'm... Yeah, that's pretty rough. Well, you're also on the Wi-Fi too, so... Looks really clear on my screen. trying to throw the Sonic, but it's a really bad idea. Because it just rolls too heavy. Yep. Well, I know exactly what happened at Ernesto. I was actually playing around with it. I didn't tell it to schedule anything, but it scheduled something. I was just trying to play around with it, make sure all the equipment was working and everything was going good, and apparently it scheduled something. So we're supposed to be doing it this Saturday night at 8. I haven't scheduled it yet. I want to make sure that all the equipment works, but the plan is this Saturday night at 8 Central. Yeah, sorry, Addy Cake. So we're on the center's Wi-Fi, so it's pretty rough. Might have to figure out something different. Yeah. I'm gonna try turning off Wi-Fi here. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. What is that one? Or that one? I disabled Wi-Fi, so we're gonna see how that works. Okay. Yeah, drive is gonna be pretty good for two-handers. At the time looks a little weak. It's a couple boards stronger, so I think you're gonna like it. High set in this particular league this season, I'd have to go check actually.
Much better.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay. All of these should be better now.
He's located in Kansas. Yes, thank you, Bowler 300. That's it, Bowler 300. Hello! Try zooming in here. See how this works. Thank you. I was extremely nervous. Thank you very much. Luke had a big vision of what he was really trying to achieve, and was hoping that he achieved that with all of the viewers that you guys have been watching. Oh yeah, much better view.
What I missed. You did great, Jinx. You did great.
Yeah, those would be for me, not you.
Yep, I'm in Kansas. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we turn off the Wi-Fi, and so we're draining our cell phone plan. State you're located, and we're in Kansas. In the Zone Pro Shop for all your Pro Shop needs. In the Zone Pro Shop. Located in the Kansas City, Lawrence, Topeka area. I also have speaking of Angel, I've got an announcement for everybody in my podcast on Saturday, so you probably want to watch that.
Wait, what?
An announcement. You know the announcement I told you earlier. Well, yeah, this is a THS. It is a THS. I'm not making it look like that, but I'm throwing the wrong ball, so probably has something to do with it. We're going to go to the all-out show-off and give that a shot. I really should be throwing the Hectic, but really should be throwing the Hectic.
Yeah. He he's gonna do the whole thing.
Yeah, all that show off is really good. I think you'll like it.
Oh, okay.
She just said, I think I see you live.
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. He's gonna do it on Saturday. Yes, long week agreed. Yes, Saturday. I believe he said 8 p.m. Central. I'll have him clarify here in a second. They're asking about your beer frame again.
Beer frame, let's see. Polarized up too, yep. It's actually a pretty good idea. Jesse Bauer, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a scratch league. This is really interesting. First of all, Sean, yeah, we're still planning on doing the beer frame live 8 o'clock Saturday night, provided all the equipment works. I think it should, but we'll see. Cap for this is actually really interesting. This is a draft scratch league. So what happens is, so if we have a certain amount of, say we have so many people put their names in for the league, and we have 14 teams worth of people, they will take the top 14 averages from the previous year, and they will be team captains ranked by their average. Then they will have a snake draft. So the 14th highest average will pick first. They'll go all the way down to 1. One will pick twice, they'll go all the way back down to 14, and then they will shuffle the average, or they will actually add up all the averages. So if, say, you drafted and you took some really high averages, well, once they refigure all that for the third round, for the final round of drafting people, it's a 4-man league. The higher your team average is after you've selected your first 2 players, so then you have the team captain, your first 2 players that you drafted. The higher the average you have, the higher your average, the lower you will pick in that round. So the lower the team average, so if you have the lowest team average after the first 2 rounds, then you will get to pick first in the final round. So there's some strategy that goes into it. It's pretty interesting. It's a lot of fun.
Is your mom enjoying watching you?
So I see
He just switched. I don't remember which ball he said he was going to.
I don't want to
actually a pretty good shot. I'm probably going to stick with that ball because I like the shape going in the pin. So yeah, see that's the interesting thing with this house here is that yeah, no good shots. That's the interesting thing here is you got to get left, you got to get left, you got to get left. Then there's so much friction, the ball tends to kind of burn up on the back end. So it's really hard to find yourself in the right spot where the angles all work. Now once the track burns a little bit, of course here's the Jesse Bauer front seven, my mom. Averages 241. Mark Henninger's subbing tonight. Recently shot 875 with a hypercell fuse. This is a new thing. This is a new thing I'm trying out. Happens a lot here. John Hardman, yeah, bowling supply. You're not quite at the end. Holy crap. Strikeout for 204. That's awful. Yeah, I went to the all-out show-off and that looked okay, but alright, well, good luck tonight, FF 300. Thank you. I'll have a couple more this weekend. Sweet. Yes, the Sonic does release tomorrow. Beating me by. Oh sweet, I totally got it. 20 pins, nothing. Considering this guy usually shoots 750 at me every single time, I'm going to consider this a victory. We'll throw a strike eventually, I promise. It's a good thing about YouTube videos. When I don't strike, I can just edit them out. Or actually, I think if I just brought my video camera every week and sat that up behind me, that's a strike. I think if I just brought my video camera and set it up every week, I'd probably do better. But oh, I need to go find out what my height. I was gonna do that when I came back. Yeah, the punch out. Punch out was awesome. I loved my punch out. I've actually got some old lefty videos with that in there.
Aw, look, he struck. How cute, he struck.
There's a strike, yeah. I think it's the first time I've done that since I've had this camera on. Maybe not. No, I had it right there somewhere.
You talk way more than I do.
Oh man, pitch black versus hot cell. I think the pitch black actually looks better most of the time. It's got a little bit more shape. I think if you have like really heavy volumes up front, the hot cell is then going to work out pretty good. Triple ball, yeah. Pay no attention to the ebonite on the shirt. I think you need really heavy volume for the hot cell. The thing with the hot cell is that it flares so much that it gets started up pretty early. Yeah, I know, Vicky. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I noticed it.
But it gets the hot cell gets started up so early unless you have the volume up front to get it down the lane. Yeah, if your center has very little head oil, I'd definitely go pitch black. It doesn't flare near as much, so pitch black all the way. Low end ball do you recommend besides urethane? I really like the hustling. Really like the hustling. It back ends a lot. It probably hooks a little bit more than it should. I think if you go down any further than that, though, you're looking at like tropical storms, and they have to be pretty dry for the tropicals because they just don't have very strong pores in them. They're pretty well all covered. So it can be a little interesting with those. Welcome, CJ.
I'll pull it out if he's not there, but he's there.
If you get a tropical storm, I might recommend looking at the hybrid. I think it's the black and silver one. The hybrid one, I think, is a little bit better than the pearl ones.
Oh, okay. You should probably pay attention.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Strike again.
You're funny. Sorry, y'all. I don't talk near as much as he does, and he knows way more than I do. So we'll just watch.
Bang, bang.
Pink ball strikes again. Yay, pink ball. How will he respond to all this pressure I've just put on him? Yeah. Hashtag Nebraska. That is a gold Black Widow, by the way, not the gold IQ. He does have a gold IQ, though. I'm not entirely sure what... Reckham is way too strong. Reckham is like super strong. Back ends a lot. Following up with this league, what happens is we have averages between 180 and 240 in this league, and it is a scratch league. So what happens is the team captains will bowl each other on the bottom. The lowest, it'll start at the top, so the lowest average will bowl the lowest average, and then the next average will bowl the next average, and the next average after that will bowl the next average. So up at the top, you've got your 180s, 190s against each other. Next one, you got your 2.0s, your 2.05s. You got the 210s to 225-ish at the 3 spot, and most of the time the anchor bowlers are at 225 plus.
I'm sure he won't mind.
Really interesting league. It works out well. I think the most important thing when you do a league like this is that everybody likes each other, and I've never seen a scuffle. I've never seen a spat. I've never even seen somebody get frustrated with somebody else in this league. It's a great league. Everybody likes each other. We all get along. A lot of fun to do the draft. By far, this is my favorite league that I've ever bowled in. Looking pretty good to get the game here. I need a little bit of help if I'm going to get my personal point, but Bo McVeigh, this guy's pretty good too. I mean, he's throwing a deviate ball, but don't hold that against him. I'm pretty sure I'll strike out. I've got the pink ball now, so I'm pretty sure I'll strike out.
Alright, here's my money. Just stop talking.
Russ Wilson. Storm does own 900 Global. They try to act as different companies though, so they do own 900 Global and AMF, but 900 Global and AMF work as their own separate companies. So, as a Storm staffer, I'm not allowed to throw 900 Global or AMF, but we can use the 3G shoes. And the global staff, the global and AMF staffers can use Storm spare balls because global does not have its own plastic ball. So if you've seen like maybe Daria probably using an ice, they can do that because they do not have their own plastic ball.
No, I don't want all of them.
We're looking pretty good on the game here. We're up by 90 sticks. Doing the last two bowlers and that one guy at the bottom. Balls do like more. I'm gonna throw the 10th and all after that.
Now you can take what I gave you. You can finish that box, please. I challenge you. Yeah.
Jess is gonna cut me off.
I won't tell it.
Probably pretty blurry.
Right, Jesse?
We've got a 174, Yuri has a 193.
And he'll be like, no more. Too much fun. It's okay. I've think about. That's how much I did. If we start. That's how much I have to lose.
That was the last ball in the 10th. Ended up with a 202.
Strike out, that ball slipped a little bit. Alright. Retro or Storm, that's really interesting. I'd actually say it's kind of a blend. Actually, let's put it this way. I like most of the higher end Storm stuff, but I like most of the lower end roto stuff. So, don't cry. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, I like most of the Storm higher end stuff and most of the Roto lower end stuff. I'm not exactly sure why they try to act like separate companies. I'd love to throw some Roto and AMF stuff, and I'm sure that their staffers would like to throw some of our stuff too, but I think Chris Barnes actually gets to throw some stuff. Don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure, but not entirely sure, but it is what it is. But the grassroots company. I actually threw some seismic stuff once upon a time. I think I had the Raging Bull Longhorn and the Venator.
What kind of name are those?
I don't know. I had a couple of those once upon a time, and they were actually pretty good. I don't really know much about the grassroots companies, so
No, like now.
limitations when you become a staffer. I mean, you've obviously got to grow the company equipment. They like
Depend
you.
on the contract.
Yeah, well, you've got to throw the company equipment. You got to throw the equipment, and they actually have branding specifications too. Like I'm on with Storm, and so they want me to wear Storm shirts, use Storm bags, things like that. So I can throw rotogrip balls, but all my branding for my apparel and bags and stuff like that needs to be Storm. Other than that, we really don't have. They just want you can only throw the equipment of the company or companies that you're on with. The EBI staffers can throw all the balls, but of course they have, if you're a hammer staffer, your shirts and bags are hammer, your accessories are hammer, things like that. So other than that, that's pretty well it. If you're in a bowling center, whether you're there just to hang out or whatever, they do like you to be, representing your company. Isaac, I'm throwing I'm assuming your name is pronounced Isaac. But I'm throwing the Hectic right now, which is the ball that I probably should have started the night with. But that's one of the things about being a staffer is I want to throw everything. And I shouldn't throw everything, but that's why I bring 6 balls to league down there that I absolutely don't need. But I bring them because it's fun. Iron balls. I really like the intense. If you have a medium rev rate, you're slower on the speed, but as far as higher end stuff, I just really like the intense. As far as symmetric stuff goes, you might look at the Daredevils. The Sonics, actually, if you see my wife's, she has a medium rev rate, and she throws probably about 14 or 15. Sonic looks really good for her. Solid. Roto Grip's new idol might be something to look at. It's another month before it comes out, but it's supposed to be stronger than the Haywire. So, especially if you like, Trick would be a great one. Right? Trick is just a great ball theory. All right, we're gonna go.
He's actually really good with names. It's a human dictionary nearly. Well, maybe not dictionary. He can spell just about everything. He's just plain smart. Sometimes it's not donkey, but that's another story.
It's way up there, Alan.
You don't need to go back and listen to anything I've ever said while you're up there.
Interesting. Yeah, so it turns out I don't suck, I'm just stupid. 3 o'clock layout. I'm not familiar with the 3 o'clock layout. I'm big, yeah, Isaac, I'm big into English, so it appears to be Isaac to me. Unique spelling, but Isaac all the same. Everyone should have a high road. Mine's in the basement right now, but I've got a hectic, so. I have no idea what that is, but it's an ebonite pollen strike, so. Throw a Sarge Easter? Probably not. I throw it weird enough that I can actually play straighter if I want to. It just, on a house shot, it just creates angle issues. It's much easier to just get deep and hammer on it. It'll be okay. Interesting. I forgot. Yeah, I got a drink and some heckin' Girl Scout cookies over here that are just, my ice is melting. I'm not. Yeah, heckin' excited about the Codex. We've got a preview video coming out for it tomorrow. The biggest thing that was mentioned about the Codex is if you like the Alpha Crux, look for the Codex. Everything is new with the idol. I actually haven't seen a picture of the core yet, but the idol is pretty crazy. Actually, if you can find a pro shop that has a Jayhawk detox, that'll fix the dying problems. Nick Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. 2-year 500 rev rate phase 2. Probably gonna go with. I want to go with a higher valve angle. So you might go something like 50 for your initial angle. You might go something like a 5-inch pin, like 60, 70 on the valve angle. Cheaper way to get oil out of the ball. Well, you have to, unless you have the detox, which is ultrasonic. It's an ultrasonic cleaner, just like they have for jewelry and car parts and stuff like that. So it actually extracts the oil out of the ball. Otherwise, you have to heat the ball up to the point where the oil gets thin enough that it can actually come out of the pores of the ball. So that's when it becomes difficult, because you need to heat it up warm enough to where the oil will actually come out, but not hot enough to where you'll damage the ball. And so it's kind of a, I don't really like any heat methods, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Thank you, Ernesto. I appreciate you too.
Pick somebody. The guy pushing the broom, probably not the one. I wish you would turn me to the gas. I can't get anything.
That was lovely.
I'll have to take a look.
More questions.
Arm got to the line a little quick there, but it all worked out, so it's a
How's your
hectic.
hectic drill?
Huh?
How's your hectic drill?
65 by 5 1/4 by 40.
Where's the pin?
Above my bridge.
The one that drill's pinned down and so skid flippy and I can't control the thing.
Oh man,
I need to get it re-drilled.
Yeah, mine's awesome. You go with the weaker pin, then the flare lines are a lot closer together, so it doesn't bounce off the back end.
I gotta have something pinned down though, because all my other turtles are pinned up, so I gotta have one pinned down.
Yeah.
I just gotta figure out. I just don't know what to do with it.
Yep. That really depends, Christopher. This is kind of on the lighter side, so I start with my IQ for solid tonight. But the weird thing is it turned sideways on the back end for some reason, and so by the end of about frame 8, I had to get deeper and deeper, and then it just doesn't have the differential to get back from like super deep stuff. Hectic I can hammer on, and it's slow enough on friction that I can be a little bit slower, a little bit softer with it. Brandon, I don't film my whole body when I do the review because you're watching the live stream right now. It's not pretty. It's a lot nicer if you just watch the ball and don't pay attention to my flailing or imitation of starting a weed eater or something. Oh yeah, I saw the fastest was like 86 seconds or something like that. Let's see, who else can we find here? Caitlin Wagner, she's pretty good. Jeff Poston. Big bald guy with tribal tattoos, he's pretty good though. Coach of the Ottawa Braves. Assistant coach of the Ottawa Braves. She's absorbed in something. Not paying any attention. But she's blonde, so.
Stop that!
I kid. Promise I'm going to find a stand. These two guys here are pretty good. Jason Crouch, buddy I've had for a long time. Those are pretty good. Bo McVeigh, again, even though he throws DV8. Lofting it all over the place. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. Where do I begin? Actually, hashtag no comment. It's just a little teasing. It's all in fun. Storm staffers. I'm not supposed to say anything. Yes, I'm going to bowl the Southwest Tourney in Wichita. I will be there the first weekend in March. I'll probably have to do that. Actually, Brian Goebel is going to be in our group, so that'll be cool. Some other guys I think like Shea Bittender and Tim Barrent, Stephen Keeler. I'll have to look and see who else is going, but have some talented guys in the squad. Promise we'll figure this out better for next time. Have to get some kind of a stand or something so it's not all wobbly and that kid just good night. Hear that throughout the entire house. when you tug at an arrow, it doesn't really work out well. IQ Tour Pearl. It's probably a lot of people would pay you some money to have that thing back. OG Self. Yeah, I'll have a preview video up for the Codex tomorrow. It does look pretty epic. What? My default's always going to be Hustle Inc. Hustle Inc. definitely. Stop muscling the ball. Try to relax, really. I think muscling the ball is just most of the time because you want to help it. I think we've all had those times where you throw the ball and it hits a little flat and you feel like you caught it, or you like to catch it more or throw pins all over the place, and that leads to whenever somebody tries to put more on the ball, most of the time they end up grabbing it or trying to throw it with their whole hand and let it, instead of you want to try to treat it like a yo-yo. Just let it roll off your fingers. Just really focus on your fingers when you're coming out of the ball. A lot of fingers, no thumb. Yes, hustling all day, every day. Hustling. Don't control too much weight. Plastic well, might better. I'd have to look at the weights on some stuff. Once again, hustling, probably a good suggestion. Hustling. I don't know how much the cores change. Most of the time, that's when the cores, once they get under 14 pounds, that's when the cores change. So I'd have to look at that. But
look the house there, Sheriff.
Hustling. Always be a good suggestion. Man. I'll get a couple $100 for that IQ Pearl. Nebraska. Jason Brad. Oh, trip it. Damn it. Don't trip it. Damn it. Pink ball for the win. Pretty good, folks. Pretty good. That's unfortunate. Ryan Miller. That is an IQ Tour Pearl, by the way. Hashtag spare ball. Steve Keeler, 241 average. He looks a lot like John Goodman, by the way. It's hilarious. Market zero. Thank you, sir. We'll see you later. Have to go ask, but I don't know if he brought a show dog tonight or not. Probably packing heat though. effective.
Got it. Okay.
You're solid. I think the Sherlock is the most fun ball I've ever thrown, but I can't throw it on anything because it just hooks and back ends for days. It's really fun to throw, but just ultimately not usable on a whole lot for me anyway. The codex, the math all makes sense. It's just a solid version of, it's basically that same core from the Code Black and the Code Red with the IQ solid cover stock on it. So, controllable, manageable power. The big hooking high-end ball that should be more throwable, you should be able to use it more because it's not going to be off the planet like a lot of this other stuff. Fair game. Spares are good. Spares are good. Crux Pearl, Code Black, and Timeless. There's a few different ones there. The Crux Pearl core is weaker than the Code Black core, but the Crux Pearl cover is stronger than the Code Black cover. Ultimately, the Crux Pearl ended up being a little bit more aggressive than the Code Black, but a little bit smoother. Code Black a little punchier on the back end. And the Timeless has a very high RG, but very high differential core, so it doesn't really roll very heavy. It revs fairly strong, but it doesn't get into much of a roll, so it's a lot better for higher rev rates than something like the Code Black or the Crux Pearl that are really aggressive, they're really early. I would always recommend an Intense and an IQ Tour. Well, maybe not always an IQ Tour. We've just recently begun to get along, so we continue to revisit that situation. But I really do like the Intense. You need a lot of oil for it, but I really do like the Intense. Yep. You are on the live stream, by the way. I did show you a couple shots, so if you want to go back and, I don't know, scroll to the 60 mark or something. You're in there a few times. Urethane game. Yeah. Yeah, that's what
You got a cameo.
on camera. I
Or
do.
something. How that's called. Yeah.
I moved in, like, couldn't get a good thing. We got the jet, I'm like, okay.
I'm glad you think so. Woo! That ball threw up. That looked like you.
Yep. They all fell down though, didn't they?
Yes.
All that matters. You can throw as pretty as you want, but if they don't fall down, it don't matter. Luckily for me, Red Rocket, that guy, Nebraska, he's throwing the Black Widow Gold. Weakest ball in my current league bag. That is the Hectic, which I'm throwing right now. I do have, my High Road Pearl is currently at home. Probably should bring it. I probably didn't need to bring all the stuff that I brought. But I don't like juggling stuff back in and out of the bag all the time. We really don't need the Intense here. Don't need the Sonic. Probably should have the High Road Pearl and one of the Hustle Inks in there. But I'm lazy. Ryan Miller, he's pretty good. Russ Wilson, that guy's really good. Most unassumingly great bowler you'll ever watch. Never tell what happens at the pins. He could leave a Greek church or throw him everywhere. He's the same guy constantly. Just great bowler.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? What's your name,
No matter the shot. It really depends. At my home house that I film all the videos at, you play third arrow. You just play third arrow. It doesn't matter what shot's out there. Third arrow will always be in play, no matter what. It doesn't matter how long it is, how short it is, don't matter. Third arrow. I move all over the place. Wherever the shot's at, where I'm going to go. We are bunching on a regular half shot. It is pretty dry. But it is just a regular half shot. Currently using the Hectic. Hashtag paintball.
Yeah.
Once again, in the Zone Pro Shop for all your bowling needs. Nice pickup. Yeah, spare game. Coach can make some spares. Time for me to bowl again.
All of a sudden, I was winning money all night. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we played $100 team game. He didn't get bags of ours. I was just sponsored. And Dan, I was just calling Dan. The Dan roll. They go, oh, no, it's a double. Okay. Anyway, it was my dumbass. So you got to get more gas down here. And then, of course, he's fucking led the way. I bought a Dan and give it 240. Well, yeah, that was true. I tripped over a thing or 10.
Pink ball for the win. Actually, I probably better move this way. He always does it.
Yes, very nice.
a picture, quivers, and actually I can't carry that. It makes sense. I think she's so funny. Most everybody's done down here, actually. We got an hour drive now. We do have the aforementioned Russ Wilson's got a lot in a row. He shoots big scores all the time, though. Let me see what I think he's got 527 going in. So he's pretty good, though. It happens a lot. Live streaming on YouTube. What's that? Live streaming on YouTube. I think he's got a lot. I think he's got 527 going in, though, doesn't he?
I apologize, users. I just jinxed that shit.
Yep. Ginger.
My name is Dan Hall.
Ginger problems.
Ginger. I throw it with the left hand.
Yeah.
You have every reason to hate.
That's the biggest problem there.
I have no idea if they can actually hear it.
Yeah, they can hear everything you're
awesome.
saying. Yeah, it's great.
I will now watch this video.
Yeah, yep.
Good spectrum version.
Yep, that Dan Hall will be at the 79-minute mark. So
Awesome.
get on my YouTube channel, give it 79 minutes.
I'm adding commentary.
Yeah, no, Ginger thing. It's time for me to bowl again, so I'm gonna do that. I know.
Turd, toad, whatever.
Sure, guess what? Don't hook it on lane one.
Yes, you had
Do
commentary.
not hook it on lane one. The key to lane one.
Yes, you should add commentary because I don't talk.
You don't talk. You're talking right now.
Because,
I'm adding commentary to a YouTube
yeah,
video. Adding flavor. That's
ginger flavor.
ginger flavor. Ginger flavor's up on lane 2. Also, don't hook it.
I lost this.
Uh-oh, he's hooking it. He's that good, folks. He's that good. Lane 1 and 2, that row, Crest. Don't hook it. Trader to trader. Except there's some pretty decent scores on lane 1 and 2. You never know. That's Yuri. That guy should shoot 800. He never hooks it. I don't know. What's he shooting?
I don't know.
My eyes aren't that good. You can't tell from here. Plus, there's a fan spinning in my way.
He's got 471 going in.
That's about right. It's Howard, don't hook it. Oh, he's hooking it. Oh, he's not happy. Oh, he left the 8-pin. It's a fortunate 8-pin, folks. I mean, let's be honest. That shot was shit. He somehow got into the pocket. And strike. You know what? Deserves. Like the kid. Just kidding. Throws it well. Throws it way better than me. This commentary thing is fun.
You keep it up.
Way
You
too
go
much
right,
fun with it.
you go right on
Also
ahead,
had
sweetie.
maybe 1 or 2 green cokes tonight. It's Howard. I swear. Convert. I mean, he's a good bowler, so we should.
Except for that ebonite thing.
You know, that's when you want free stuff, you want free stuff. Dang, for 600.
Yes, here, you can. I feel like an Oreo here.
I'm gonna cut myself off because I think I'm revealing bowling secrets that I shouldn't.
Bowling secrets. Pay no attention to the ginger behind the phone. Well, the other ginger. Pay attention to this ginger, not the other ginger behind the phone. Alex Hardman, Jayhawk Bowling Supply. The other ginger behind the camera. Yeah, we are streaming live on YouTube. Yep, all night or most of the night. Well, I mean, Russ is bowling pretty good, so I'm trying to watch that, but we're on 1 and 2, so
I go to the outhouse.
not that that's bad, but yeah. I'm using a hectic. He is not using a hectic, I don't believe. Pretty sure that's a Venom shock. She keeps trying to duck under the camera. Urethane game. Urethane for the win. Pretty sure I'm almost up again. The 10th frame yet? Pretty close. Pretty close. One more shot and we're in the 10th. Come back and watch Rush shoot 800, hopefully. Probably just jinxed it though.
Small level. You be ready for the Saturday. You can kill the Saturday. Guys like you and left-handers kill the Saturday.
Appreciate a good rock.
Oh. Ouch.
I wasn't watching you here, sorry. It wasn't there earlier for me. It had to carry down 5:41. I did, I took it. That's the way the beer works. Well, I can buy mine for the second year.
It always goes silent when I'm holding it.
Yeah. My wife talks way more than this in real life. Way more. Chelsea Bard's been pretty good too.
He's got you. I'm sorry. Me? Intentional.
Hey, you keep trying to duck under the camera, so. Opinion on two-handed bowling. We actually have a beer frame that we've got half filmed for that, so I'm not going to spoil anything. You'll just have to wait and find out. You'll have to watch the video. Yep, 32 of them right now. We're looking pretty good this game too. It's kind of close. It's kind of close. 703 to 683. I know you probably can't make out those numbers, but no, have not seen Joey Pants two-handed opinion. But with a name like Joey Pants, it's probably pretty funny. Alex Hardman. Looking pretty good. Yeah, that's generally why. Ah, yeah, Joey Pacer. Yeah, that's kind of exactly why I don't show myself bowling in the videos.
You're not doing this tomorrow to me, are you?
Thought hadn't occurred to me until just now when you said something. Pro style resembles your game. Hopefully none. Hopefully not a single one. Maybe David Haynes.
Jesse, if you have one more there. Absolutely. No, you have three more.
Okay, so he's a dork. I don't know. Stephen Keeler.
More. More.
Spare. Spares are important. Spares are good.
More. I'm not taking apart.
Nobody needs
Urethane game.
Right after it.
Good, like right behind him, legs all night.
Brandon Novak, sweet. Yeah, people like Brandon Novak do make me feel better about myself, except he's a lot better than I am, so. It's almost time for me to bowl again. It's also time for Russ to shoot 800. I believe he needs the front. He needs the first two. I believe he's got 527. He's going at 279 pace if he strikes out. So he still can do it. And if anybody can do it, it's Russ Wilson. Next. Russ is shooting 800.
They want to see an 800.
Everybody wants to see Russ Wilson shoot 800.
Yes. We're going to go over here. It's the first ball of his 10th frame. There's a strike. I'll pan over to show Luke when he's up to it. That'll be nice. But he gave me the phone, so. And there's the second ball. Oh, jeez. That would have been nice.
How much it kind of costs, your maintenance, your layman, and everything. I was thinking about your variable cost. It sounds like wear and tear. I mean, at least
Got a 268 for a 795.
Then you go more variable costs.
There goes Luke. And 14. That's not going to be awesome.
I think I would like to.
He started this and I'm feeding into it. I'm not sure who's the bigger idiot.
This is when the iPad goes up, just put a little thing going, here, I'll record the whole thing. I'll do that later.
Those are good. No, that one just kind of fell right off, so he pretty well wiped anyway. Game's not, no, we're actually going to lose this game, but I think we're going to get most of the points. So. And that's a whole lot of awesome. I'm throwing the hectic nicker. That Leon Holzenberg is way better than I am. Heckin' way better. Cell line, I actually haven't thrown a whole lot. I think the hyper cell, well, I threw the road cell, but that was lefty, so I don't know if that counts or not, but if it does, I like it. Definitely haven't thrown the hot cell, because hashtag I hate urethane. Hypercell fuse is a lot of back hit. Way too much back in for me. So I don't get to use it much. Don't really carry it around. Great ball, just doesn't really match up with it. So it is a good ball, but it just doesn't match up with me. Alright, so we're done here. Russ unfortunately shot 795, it looks like. My average is 220, but I just shot 630, so not the greatest night, but when your bad nights are 6:30, can't complain too much about that. So, can't see those numbers way too fuzzy. 6:30, not a great night, but could have been worse. So could have been throwing the hectic more. No, I wish we could have overseas equipment. I think that's why I complain so much about all the cool overseas stuff that they get that we don't get. But man, we are done with league here. We need to go home. So I'm going to call it a night here. Appreciate everybody who came out. This was a lot of fun. Definitely will do it again. So sign off for right now. Like I said, I do have some preview videos coming out for the Idol and the Code X tomorrow, along with my regular podcast on Saturday, and then we are still planning on Beer Frame Live Saturday night. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, as long as the equipment works. Thanks a lot, guys, for showing up. Appreciate all the questions. It was a lot of fun, and we will see you later.